wanna front, I just wanna see ya. Please give me a sign, yeah. Please give me a sign if you wanna come.
This is an interesting week for comics. This new comic book day has some fascinating titles. Let's take a look at what Mark's hot pick is for this edition of Two Cool Guys, Two Hot Picks.
What is up, Comic Army? I'm Mark from the Legion of Comics, here to give you my top pick for this coming week's new comic book day. So there's some decent amount of books coming out, definitely a smaller week than normal, but there's some big hitters, especially for me. Me being a huge Incredible Hulk fan, I'm on the fence about this upcoming series, but it's definitely my top pick. So Hulk #1 by the new creative team of Donny Cates and Ryan Ottley is first on my reading list this week. I've got a lot of reservations about Donny Cates writing it, but I'm definitely most excited for this title to see how it's going to start off, and fingers crossed it's going to be good. I cannot wait to see what he does differently with the Hulk. It's no secret he's good at picking these characters up, bringing a lot of hype, and then making them almost unrecognizable to you longtime fans out there. But that doesn't mean they're going to be poor. We've already seen the Hulk wearing a unitard, flying around in space with a jetpack, wearing a Weapon X helmet on, as pictured here. So let's see if he can actually make that make sense and be something that's enjoyable for long-standing fans to read, or if he's going to leave it in the hands of the spec market and the flippers alone. All that being said, there are a lot of amazing covers coming out for this book. So you've got the Stegman, the Mayhew, Mazaraza is doing an awesome cover, Alan Quan, Marco Truni. But for me, the big hitters would be the 1 in 50 Adams variant or the Hidden Gems Unlockable variant, which are both fantastic. Now, I did decide to pre-order 2 of these awesome covers coming out, and I went with the Bjorn Barons variant and the Del Otto variant, which I think both of those are no-brainers for me. And I'm not even a big homage cover buyer, but that one was just absolutely gorgeous. So that's going to be my top pick for this week. Let's kick it back over to the Comic Vet to see what he's going with.
Good pick, Mark. I'm very curious to see where Donny Cates takes the big green monster now that Al Ewing's run on the Immortal Hulk has finished. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris the Comic Vet. Hope this video finds you safe and well. My hot pick for this week is DC vs. Vampires, issue number 2. If you missed out on issue number 1, let me tell you, you missed out. I'm sure your LCS may still have copies. This is brought to us by James Tynion IV and Matthew Rosenberg. Basically, the plot is there's new leadership within the vampire community on the planet Earth, and they decided mankind doesn't need to exist anymore. One rogue vampire decided to stand up against this horde and travel across the United States to get to first the Legion of Doom, then the Hall of Justice, seeking help and to let everyone know what the plans are for mankind. When he got to the Legion of Doom, he quickly found that everyone there had fallen and was essentially wiped out, except for one person, Lex Luthor, who was actually dying. Now, he did get this vampire some antidote to help his cause and make his way to the Hall of Justice to let the Justice League know what was going on. When he eventually gets to the Hall of Justice and finds the Justice League, only one member seemed to be there to help. Sadly, that person had already turned into a vampire and destroyed the antidote and the rogue vampire at the end of the issue. With that being said, that now leads us to issue number 2, where the twist on top of the twist right there was that vampire had dropped off one antidote at the Batcave. Now, issue number 2 is going to be focused on the Cape Crusader as Batman begins his way to the Hall of Justice and find out what's going on with the Justice League, and in turn how to battle against this new vampire war. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a fun read, and I'm very, very excited about issue number 2, and that's why that is my hot pick for this upcoming new comic book day. So on behalf of Mark from Legion of Comics and myself, thank you for paying attention to this video, and thank you for watching again. Until we see you again, remember, we are Legion.